Welcome to the Reckoning podcast, where we stoke a campfire, gather around, and have real-life conversations with old friends, new friends, professionals, and just shoot the shit. Reckoning all things from hunting, outdoors, beauty, entrepreneurship, relationships, life, and more. It's all just a reckoning. On this episode, I have Nicole Martinez back, and I'm so excited. I figured this would be the way to do a gear guide because I'm constantly getting asked questions, and I know Nicole is too, about like the gear that we use as female hunters and also just like going outdoors. It's always good to know like what someone else is running. And I always love getting to camp or with hunting buddies and being like, oh, what's that? What's going on? And same like when Nicole came on my buffalo hunt, it was fun to see the differences in what we like and use because everybody's so different. And
Right.
for me, I know I run certain things and Nicole runs certain things. And you guys have seen my stuff over and over and over again. And so I wanted to get kind of a contrast of a different opinion because things work differently for different people based on where they're at, where they're hunting. Nicole's in Montana. That's where she does a lot of her hunts. I'm in Utah. And then also just the way things fit in people's preferences. And so I thought this would be a fun way to have Nicole show us her stuff and mine, and we'll kind of go through common asked questions that we get as females in the outdoors and the gear that we like to use. I'm specifically thinking for the bow hunt because the bow hunt opens this weekend in Utah. I'm so excited. And so this is kind of like, we both love the bow hunt. So this is really towards the female hunter and bow hunting. And so guys, this episode is going to be perfect. I mean, there's recommendations for him and her. Obviously, this works both ways. But if you're really wanting to get your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, your BFF, whoever it may be, into the outdoors and you're kind of wanting recommendations, this may be an episode worth listening for you or sending over to the female in your life. So, do you have anything to add to that, Nicole?
Oh my God, I'm so excited to do this. I have been like, once you asked me to do this, I'm like, this is just so perfect because it's a different perspective to get what's in a girl's pack for archery season and what's important for them and bouncing different ideas off of each other and seeing what you got. And we haven't talked, like Brittany's my best friend, and we haven't talked most of the summer just because of kids and mom life and wife life and everything like that. So I'm really anxious to hear your new products, what you're running this year that's new or something that's an OG of yours too. I'm really excited for this. I've been prepping for days and adding different things to my list. I can't forget about that. Can't forget about that. I'm really excited.
Me too. I'm like, I'm for sure going to forget something, but these are like,
right.
I think the like go-tos, if you will, right?
I didn't
We'll get
unpack my
outdoors and be
bag.
like,
We've been,
shit.
I know. Yeah. But my pack is pretty much my
Yeah,
pack
you
right
guys
now, which is great because we've been out there. We put out game cameras. We've been training. We've been taking down cameras and moving different game cameras to different places. So my pack is already ready with like my main thing. So hopefully I don't forget.
Yeah, I know. I was going through mine too. And I'm like, shit, I need game bags. I took those out because I put weights in. And I'm like, I need to get those in before this weekend. So it's a good reminder.
Oh my God. See, there you go. That's one thing. Like, I don't have that in my back. That wasn't even on my list. I mean, I'm sure David has some. And like, let's be honest, if I'm not going to be out there much without him. So, but see, exactly. Add to the list. Game bags.
Game bags. Yep. Add it. Good to know later. I figured we would go through and do this in kind of like groups so that we can know what we're going to be working with. So I wanted to start with, I know especially you in Montana, I see a lot of questions that you and David get asked about like base layers and apparel, what it is that you're wearing. And I know this is where you and I run different kind of gear. So I would love to see what it is that you wear for like your go-to base layers.
Okay. So I love this question because the way David's done it, I've kind of adopted his like way of doing things, obviously. And being out in Montana, you're in Utah, so you kind of have a similar circumstance as far as weather. It could be raining, it could be snowing, it could be hot. It depends. But for me, I like the science behind my base layers. I want to have like, I want to be cool when I want to be cool. I don't want to be dripping sweat and then stay wet. It is methodical, the system that I have, I guess you could say. The pants I wear, are the Fall Raven Kebs. And these pants, I feel like,
Okay.
are utilitarian. I can wear them during any season, and archery, especially, like the seasons change so quickly, and it could be, like I said, snowing one day and freezing, rainy another, or hot another day. So the Fall Ravens are great because it's kind of a thinner material but durable on the knees and your butt. So when you're sitting in the bush or you're sitting on rocks, you're not scuffing through your pants. If you're walking through the bushes, those little stickers aren't like poking you through your pants. So they're really durable, really comfortable, and they also have like the zippers on the side. So if you're sweating a lot, you can unzip them, and there's like a netting there, so no ticks or anything can get in
Yeah,
either.
vent.
I love those
Yeah.
pants. So those are my favorite. I've tried a bunch of different pants, and those ones I always go back to. So I'm going to be using Fall Raven Kebs this year, but in green, because I just have black right now. So I need to go get those actually. As far as shirts go, I always wear a polyester t-shirt, with my pants. I'm going to do, like, I just went shopping yesterday and I could only find, it's hard to find women's polyester base layers. I actually ended up getting a kid's size in the boys section of like a polyester t-shirt. Just because if I'm
Mm-hmm.
sweating, it's kind of like water wicking. It's not going to get drenched like cotton, and it dries pretty quickly. So a polyester base layer. And
Yeah.
then I have my heavyweight hoodie. I always bring a heavyweight hoodie, like a sweatshirt, a tight one to wear over that if I get cold. And I have a puffer jacket to go on top of that if it's even colder. And then I also always have a Gore-Tex layer as well to go on top of all of that if it's really wet outside. So those are like in my backpack, they don't leave no matter what the season is. So archery, I got my puffer in there, I got my Gore-Tex in there, and I have a heavyweight hoodie at all times because you really never know what the weather is going to do in Montana, and I'd rather be safe
Yeah.
than sorry. So I carry all of it, and I wear all of it.
Yeah, no. You learn. Like it's
Yeah,
worth the added weight. You get used to that weight, in my opinion.
100%.
And I think too
100%.
something important to hit on is I know you have always run the Fall Ravens, and I love those. I want to look into those. And the black especially because I have
Yeah.
a whole opinion on women's pants. But
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
didn't you find some Fall Ravens at a thrift store?
Did That's another thing it's good. I live about an hour away from Bozeman, and Bozeman has like the best thrift stores when it comes to outdoor gear and hiking gear because it's just the culture in Bozeman.
Mhm.
But yeah, I went thrift store shopping and I wasn't even looking for outdoor stuff, and I came across a pair of Fall Raven Kebs. They are a little big, but it's okay. I make it work. But I found them for $50, and they're like super
Hell
expensive
yeah.
jeans or pants. They're like $250, I want to
Right.
say. So I texted a picture of David, like, I'm gonna get them. Is that okay? But you can't
Like,
go
hell
wrong with the Fall
yeah.
Raven
I
Keps.
think that's important to note
Yeah.
too. Like, yeah. I've had
Well,
some of
and
those in
I've
the cart
had
for a
them
while because I
for.
definitely want to give them a go.
I have the black pair that I have. I got 3 years ago, and I wear them pretty much every single time I go out in the mountains, except for last year when we were hunting. I was wearing Sitka, their camo pants. I think they were women's. I
Mhm.
want to say they were actually David's. They could have been, but I hated the fit. I hated the feel. They didn't feel nearly as durable as the Kebs, and they just last forever. So it is worth the money. It's something I would invest in for sure. And the fit is like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, and I think amazing. I think that's something to note too, like as we go through all of our stuff, is this is for both of us years of gathering stuff. This wasn't
right.
like a one-time purchase, get it all. Like it really does take time to build out your stuff. So definitely I think that's important when you're look at someone. I remember when we started out, like I had pieced together camo and this and that, and it still fucking worked. I still got 30
Right.
yards within my elk that sits behind me on most
Right.
of my episodes. Like,
100%. It's just
but
what works
it
for
is
you, what
these
you
are
feel good
definitely
in.
yeah, and it's things that you like figure out over time that you want and gather. So I think it's important to keep that in mind, and something like checking the thrift store is an awesome tip when it comes to that. But I do like the Black Fall Ravens because even at TAC, I was talking to a few other girls and we were talking about how we love like our solid colored pants, but most of us prefer actually even just like through hiking wearing, which this is just like such a girl thing to discuss, but it made me feel better that there was like other women that felt this way. And I know you and I have had this discussion, but like the tan pants, for whatever reason, women are just like
They're just
they
not the most
we're all like they
flattering.
show like weird wrinkles, like it's not
Right. And
flattering.
that's
Like,
also,
why don't more people make black?
and I told David, we were out shopping yesterday, actually, because I'm just getting a few things that I need. Because when he comes back, he's leaving for Alaska for a month. And when he comes back, 2 days later, we're out there. So I wanted to make sure I had everything
Yeah.
that I needed. And I went to Sitka to try on because I know they have a new women's line and I keep seeing it and I'm curious about it. So I went to check it out and it's just like just the when it comes to comfort, flatteringness for the female body, like I can't, nothing beats
Yeah.
those damn black kebs. And then the unzipping feature, like they also unzip on your like
Big, big
calves.
difference.
So you can have airflow in your
Oh,
calves, airflow on your thighs, and they like the pockets, they just fit a woman's size so good. I don't know. They're just,
yeah.
I can't shut up about them. I
This is
mean,
when it's
David wears them too.
girl
We
talk,
match.
right? Yeah. Yeah, I've seen David
I
in
don't want to
his
wear,
fall ravens too.
so like you said, I'd rather wear black,
Mhm.
or this year I am going to pick up the green. The gray was okay, but for hunting season, I
Yeah,
want to wear the
green will
keps,
be
so I'm
good.
going to get green. Yeah.
Totally. I have my camo set out. I was gonna do like a show and tell.
Okay.
So
Yes.
if you want to see it, because I know Nicole has her backpack too that she's going to go through in just a little bit. So if you want to see anything, make sure you go over to YouTube if you want to see specifics. But this is what I'm going to be running for archery as far as like camouflage. And it's what you've seen me in, I mean, the last year. So I have my First Light Circa. This is the top. Super
Okay.
lightweight, really great. Like I said, I was running around on the desert chasing. It's got thumb holes, which, thumb holes,
Yes.
right?
I love them
So
holes.
that's my top. And then I do have these are speaking of like pants that fit well for women. For me, I've been the same way as Nicole when it comes to it's just hard. And again, I was talking to a lot of females up at TAC about this, and they actually asked me what pants are you wearing because I like them. I was wearing the tan ones, and you can see the picture of me in them at TAC, but these are the First Light 308 pants. And
Okay.
they're like Nicole said, they have the vents on the side, which are super nice. And these are actually the women's. I was super stoked that they made these for the women. And they have this like pocket for your phone, which I know sounds so bougie, but it's so nice that it goes right there and it's at the back and you can zip
Yeah.
it up. And then all the pockets. But same thing, I have these in the Circa, and these are what I wore throughout all of my archery hunts last year. But
Right.
these are so far for me the best pants I've found that fit women,
Okay.
like me. And the first time
Yeah.
I tried them on, I was like, last year when I got them, I'm like, put them on. I'm
That's such a good
finally,
feeling.
because I've
Yeah.
always ended up running men's. Yeah, and I'm like,
It's
it
slack.
like
It does.
fits
It's a
my
hole in
waist
the,
good.
yeah.
It is. It's
I'm
a
just
hole in
saying
the
it's like,
industry. Like I always end up in the men's,
right. I'm literally, I wore all David's clothes
and
last year
so
except for my pants.
yeah, I'm like, I always ran the men's because for whatever reason, the way they designed like the female in most of the camo that I've ran in the years past, it just like hasn't actually, I don't know. It's like, give me a man's pant, but for me, you know?
Yeah.
And so they
Yeah.
finally, I was really impressed. Thank you, First Light, for making these in a women's pant. So they hit my curves just right. They hit perfectly just like below the belly button. So they're not too high rise and they're not low enough that like they're uncomfortable. And like I said, I like the way that they fit my thighs and the vents are awesome. So if you look at these, like mine next to Cody, they're the exact same pant. They're just tailored more to fit my body, which I love.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I'm running is the First Light 3/8. And then I do the Circa because I just feel like it works well for both desert and the mountains here in Utah. So I kind of like that it's versatile. Like I
Right.
don't have to have a whole bunch of different camo,
Totally.
whether I'm up in, the mountains
That's
or
why
out in the
I also,
desert.
yeah. Brittany, do you want me to show I brought my pants. Do you want me to show them or no?
Yeah, it's show and tell, Nicole.
Okay. And when you showed yours, I was like, so these are mine. Can you
Oh
see
yeah.
them?
See, it's good to see the difference. The pockets on the front are nice.
So this is like a stretchy, thinner material. I don't know if it translates on the
Yeah.
video, but
I love a good
this
stretch.
is
They have to have a stretch.
right. And so the pockets, where the pockets start, is that like canvas, or I don't know what that material is, but it's a
Mm,
thicker
okay.
material that's over the knee. So like obviously I use my knees quite a bit. And they're really, yeah. And then this is the butt. So the butt has that same material too. I don't know if you can tell, but it stops right there and then
Okay,
it gets
cool.
stretchy again. And then the back
Yeah,
of the
no,
leg, but yeah, those are
super durable. Yeah. No,
oh
that's what
yeah.
you need.
Well, and
See, and you need that's like what I like about these is they're stretchy and durable because other pants I've ran before are either stiff and durable,
right, they're
but
too
you're
durable
climbing
or
and
too
doing stuff,
stretchy.
getting down low. Right.
Right.
Or too stretchy and then they're tearing super easily. So,
The Sitka ones I was trying on yesterday, they came out with that women's line and they have a lightweight pant and it's a solid green and the top is like they were so comfortable. It was like a yoga pant as the top and then the bottom were just like a lightweight pant, but like
mm,
I would tear them up in a week. They would be
oh yeah.
destroyed for I mean there's no point and they're
Yeah.
$200. So in my head I'm like, I'd rather just have one good pant that fits and I can rely on like you know?
Fall Ravens ends Nicole's pick. I can't wait to see the green ones that you run. And as
Yeah.
far as base layers go, for me, I like wearing when it's going to be colder, I always go with merino wool.
Right.
So this is one of my merino wool tops. I like this, especially for like our really long hunts. I know this sounds so weird, but like even the bottoms, like it doesn't get stinky. Like, after you've been for a couple of
Right.
days and you're
Right.
like,
'Cause
oh my
it
gosh, my
dries
clothes could
so
stand up
well.
and walk away if I
Right.
yeah,
They
it
get
dries
hard.
so well. It doesn't yeah, it's disgusting. So I like running merino wool for my layering. And then another layer that I've been loving this last year, they came out with this last year and it's the sheep feet hideout hoodie.
Love that
I love this
hoodie.
thing, especially for like the early
Love that.
mornings. Huh, yeah, love the
Oh
hideout
yeah.
hoodie.
You
Nicole's got one,
gave
I know. And
you
then
gave me one.
yeah, I did. I sent you one, huh?
You
Yeah,
did,
and
and
then the
I
Sherpa
freaking
line
love that
pockets.
hoodie.
So when
It's
you're like
so comfortable.
yay, I'm so glad you love it. So this is another one. They have it in black and green, and so the green works really well for obviously like if I'm going to go in on a stock or something, I would end up probably taking this off. I mean, it would work, but it's more or less for like those early morning scouting or just glassing. I've really enjoyed it for glassing and just hanging out. So that's another layer I like wearing. Again,
Yeah.
come rifle hunts, I'll definitely be wearing this and then like a puffer coat on top of it. But that's another layer that I do like having. And then like on my buffalo hunt last year, I'd wear this, then I'd end up taking it off and just in my camouflage after that going in on stocks. So those are my layers. Do you run anything
Right.
specific for socks? I know you said you wore like a polyester top. What's your sock situation?
This year I really wanted to take socks seriously because last year my socks were too thick. They were wool socks, so they have to be like a wool material for sure, like you said. Even if it's hot outside, it's wool socks just because even if I sweat or if I get wet, they dry fast, they don't stink, they're comfortable. But last year I was wearing David socks. See, again, I was wearing his stuff and honestly like they were too thick. It was hurting my feet. Like we were hiking and hiking and going downhill especially like but this year he got sent alpaca socks. They're like super thin, lightweight alpaca material, which is cool. It kind of feels like cashmere a little bit. But I've been wearing those the
Yeah.
last like month or two that we've been out hiking, and I really like those. They're thin, lightweight, super soft. My feet are staying dry, whether I'm sweating or getting wet. So it's funny you mentioned socks because I'm like this year I'm focusing on getting a good pair of socks, and then boom, he got those. And I'm like, these are mine now because he's not wearing them. He wears sheep feet
Thanks.
socks. So
Yeah.
yeah, these are mine. So it is like an alpaca material.
Yeah, I think socks like that's another thing too that you I think over time figure out. It's like the little things in hunting too that like add up to comfort, which then equals like you staying out longer and going farther. But it's something as simple as
Right.
socks that like can be a big part of the equation as to like why your feet hurt or why you're not as comfortable as you should
Exactly.
be.
And I have learned that I will wear the same clothes, the same outfit every single time I go
Mhm.
out because it's the quality. I won't even wash it. Like I'm sure we have a specific closet made for our hunting and like gear, not made for it, but it's a closet and it's dedicated to all our outdoor stuff. And I bet it stinks, but to me it doesn't smell. But I'll wear it over and over and over again, and it's the same shirt, the same hoodie, the same puffer, the same pants, the same socks. I'll obviously wash the socks, but it's quality items that I can trust and rely on and will keep me either cool or warm while I'm out there. Like, I'm not trying to have 10 different outfits, 10 different shirts, 10 different sweatshirts. I know what hoodie I like. I know what pants I like. I know what shirt I like, and that's all I wear. Just one of each. So investing in it, it's worth it. Just that one piece, one pair of socks, one pair of shoes, one pair of pants, one sweater. So
percent. What you see today is what, like, all I have for the hunts. Like, that is what
that's all
gets
I wear.
taken
I
on
don't
and off
change clothes
every day.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's also really good for women to hear because, like, you need one item of each. It's not going to add up to all this crazy. I mean, it's expensive stuff, but like, you don't need to keep going and buying more.
Right. No, it is true. Women are so used to hearing like an outfit and thinking like, oh, I need one for every day. No, like, this is literally, those are the one pair of pants, the one pair of shirts I'm going to be wearing for my hunt. Like, and I will take them on and off every day. Yes. And then same thing. You mentioned socks. You said David runs the sheep feet. That's what I have, are the sheep feet socks. I love them. They're so good. You need to steal a pair of David's and just like run them and see.
I have, and I have worn the sheep feet socks, and I do like them, but his are actually too big for me. So again, like, I'm like, I need my own size socks. But the ones the alpaca ones that I'm wearing though, those are good, so they're fine. I mean, I have this stuff, and it's expensive stuff. So if he has it, I mean, fuck it, I'm taking it. It's mine now.
For sure. Yeah. So those are great. That's like where we like are different. Like, Nicole has her alpaca, and I have, like I said, the sheep feet socks. Make a midweight and I think a heavy one. I might be wrong.
Okay.
They make two different like weights on them, but these are them. I love them. I don't know, like you said, socks are so funny. It's so, like, I was laughing the other day because my kids were like so excited about socks, and now that I think it, like, I'm excited about socks because it makes such a big difference. And these are wild. Like, you just have to put them on and see, but they're like buttery soft inside but airy, but then like when they need to keep your feet warm, they keep them warm, but then like when you take your boots off, it's like, it's so weird. So sheep feet socks, that's another great thing. I think that's something simple too, like for guys, if you're listening, or girls, if you're like, I have the boots, I have the camo, I have this, I would take a look at your socks, because I think that's something that's often forgotten, is because it's like, oh, I have socks, I don't need anything specific, but it does make a huge difference.
No cotton socks. Like, I've made that mistake so many times because I'm like, they're comfortable, they're thin, they fit in I'm like, it's just good fit in your boot. But every time, like, it is just no cotton socks. Just no cotton socks. Okay, so I'm gonna show you these are the socks. What are they called? Wallow socks.
Nice.
Yeah, they're like,
I have some of those they're so soft. I have a short pair that I was given.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and they're so soft.
They're so soft, and they fit me.
Yeah.
Like the sheep feet ones, I love the sheep feet ones. They're just too big for me and too long for me.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my socks. And then I wanted to show, so again, this is like boy clothes, because I was just wearing, this is what I wore last year, this is just a polyester Sitka tee. So when I was hot, or if it was a hot day, I would wear this. This year I am going to get a Sitka long sleeve one that is camo, because I'm not going to wear boy clothes this year. I'm just going to get myself the t-shirt, which is this one, but in the women's. So just that polyester long sleeve. I wore this one all year last year. I loved it, but it was too big. So I'm going to get the women's version. I told you I just like a polyester tee. I found this at Target in the men's section. Yeah. So it's just like a men's small, but it's just green. I know it's not camo, but it's green, it'll work.
That's great.
And then this is the heavyweight hoodie, which, I mean, you have the sheep feet one, the Sitka one. I have an Eberly stock one too. I mean, any heavyweight hoodie is good in my opinion. I think they all do kind of the same job. But this camo matches the other camo, so we're going to just keep it all Sitka.
Yeah. Right. Do you do any kind of gator where you guys are walking through a lot of like brush and terrain?
Absolutely. David just got gaiters, which I'm going to steal this year because he's not going to wear them during hunting season, but he did get like thigh high gaiters because where we're hunting this year, it is really wet, foggy. It's like in between all the mountains and it's really bushy, lots of trees. It's really wet. There's two rivers. So gaiters are definitely a need, but mine, I feel like they're just the standard gaiters, but I need taller because I'm getting wet already and it's August. But these are my gaiters. They match. They're Sitka. Yeah, I've been wearing, and then I wore them under my pants yesterday, 2 days ago for the first time, and I actually liked that too because that's a trick of David's of wearing them under, and I never have ever done that, and he swears by it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
under my pants.
Okay. And what's like the benefit of that? Because I think I saw David runs it like that, right? So what were your thoughts on it? And what's the benefit versus on the outside?
Well, at first I'm like, no, that's just too much work. I don't want to do that. I don't want to like pull my pant leg up and then go through all that. I don't know. I'm just lazy, I guess. But he says it creates like a shingle effect. So if you put your gaiter like under your pant and then your pant over, which it's already like water resistant, like the water doesn't seep in to the gaiter onto your pant, down your sock, into your boot. Because over time, like my feet get wet. They do. Wearing my gaiters over my pants, it's like they do help, but to an extent. And then they just start seeping in through my pants. So I put them on under my pants the other day. I'm like, I'm going to give this a try and see what the hype is. And he's like, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I'm like, okay. So I put it on under and my feet stayed completely dry, which is great. But I don't know if I'm going to wear these kinds this year. I guess I'll keep you posted, but these are the ones that I have.
Nice. Like when Cody would wear gaiters, I would always be like, I don't know, that's like seems like a lot of work. Is it really worth it? And then running gaiters is something that was like something I started doing later on, and it makes a huge difference in my opinion. Just not having that added wetness to your pant leg for sure.
100%.
And I think that's something people forget are the gaiters.
Right. And again, comfortability. I want to be out there because we are going to camp for a week this year. We're going to dedicate a week to my elk hunt this year, which I'm really excited about. We're flying my mom out here to watch the kids, and we're just going to go for a week and hit it hard. So I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to get wet. I don't want any of those possibilities because I'm focused and I don't want to be like, I'm effing freezing. It's not a good feeling to be cold or wet or uncomfortable when you're in the middle of a hunt. I'll take all the precautions.
I think they're a great upgrade. I have these Peaks one in black. So mine are just black, but I'm like down on my feet. I feel like I'm in the shadows enough. I know, black. We know how
I like those. I like those a lot.
Cody got me these. My birthday gift, an upgraded one because I had some and they were mediums, and so like I just felt like they were fine, right? They worked, but I've always wanted them a little tighter on my calf. Yeah. And so these ones will now tighten where I'm not feeling like they're falling down and I need to tighten them all the time. I feel like these are going to stay tight. So I'm really excited about these. These are the ones Cody's ran. And so I get these this year. Yay.
Hey, yeah. And a good product, again, that fits. Like mine are too big. I have mediums and I definitely need to get a small.
Yeah.
Again, like it does. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what mine were. Mine were mediums and now I have smalls.
Yeah. Well, again, these were David's. So they're hand-me-downs. It's time. This is the year I'm getting my own stuff.
But I'll start. But that's exciting. And that's how it starts is like, honestly, it's not the worst idea either to like run your husband's or your boyfriend's stuff and see what it is you like and don't like about stuff too. It really gives you a good idea of what you enjoy.
Totally.
Hey, I'm getting some hand-me-downs, if you will, too, of Cody's. So speaking of like footwear, what is it that you run for boots or anything specific? Because I know this is a big one, and this is something I fully had to figure out.
Oh yeah, like I am a ride or die for my Schnee's Timberline boots. I don't have much experience in the shoe department, but I have had Kenetrucks before, and I did love them. But my feet, they killed my toes. I don't know, they just always hurt my toes, and I was always complaining about my feet. So this year, I got the Schnee's Timberline boot, and I've literally had these for 3 months, and like they've gotten some good use. But these are so comfortable. I love the sole and how thick the sole is. Are and these are uninsulated too. They keep me really warm because the insulation I feel like is too much. This is my all year boot.
Mhm.
Like I'll go into November wearing this shoe. So Schnee's Timberlines.
Which that says a lot about it too, because you're in Montana where it's cold.
Oh yeah, and my Kennetreks were insulated, and I think they were 400 grain, and that wasn't bad. But this year, when I was getting my shoes, David was like, "Let's go with the uninsulated, just because it's an all-year boot. I'll wear these in spring, summer, fall, and slightly into winter.
Mm.
Slightly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I've told a few people this. I'm like, nothing makes me pissier than like hot feet.
Oh,
Like there's
really?
nothing worse when you're hiking. It's already yeah. It doesn't make you mad when you're like hiking, it's hot, you're already like putting in work and then your feet are on fucking fire. No, thank you.
Listen, my
I'll power
extremities
through,
are
but like you don't need to.
my extremities run cold, okay? Like I'm always cold. I haven't had the feet thing, but when I'm hot and my legs are hot, that pisses me off. So I do get it. The feet thing, I don't really have an
Okay.
experience there. But when my legs are hot, it's like nobody talk to me. Let's just
Ugh.
get back to the effing car. It's too
Yeah.
fucking hot. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. No, I've had that with my feet before and I'm like, never again. Before I had gotten my boots, I've gone through like quite the phase with shoes too, because for a long time it just wasn't in our budget to afford me like a good pair of boots.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, like I said, when I was, in my mixed match camo and all that, I would just be running like Walmart boots, which were fine. They did it, but it's like, it's not the same. And
Right.
then I ended up getting Merrell's, like a Merrell hiking boot. And those were the ones that like my feet would get so hot in. And they just also, once you get a good boot, you like understand having, like good control, stable boot, foot, ankle support. It makes a
Oh my
huge
God.
difference
You
like
I
when you
will
have
not
it.
go back for sure. Even like day hikes, because in the spring and summer we go
Mhm.
out all the time and we just hike. We like to hike 20 all the time. And like you put a good pair of shoes on and you feel unstoppable. You're climbing up like rocky hillsides, you have grip, you feel like you are walking. I call them my moon boots because I really do feel like I could walk on the moon in these shoes. Like you can do anything. And it's
Yeah.
like the ankle support, and I hurt my knee, a couple years ago, and I did have a
Mhm.
lightweight pair of Schnees that were more kind of like a day hike shoe, but they were completely uninsulated. This is when I just had the Kennetreks, and uh, they're shorter too. They're not like tall. The ones I have are taller, but this makes such a huge difference with like my knee pain too. I feel stable. I feel secure. I feel
Mm.
completely protected in these shoes. Like I could do anything. I love them.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. I ended up going to crispy boots, so these are the ones I have. Doo-doo-doo, show and tell.
lovely.
These are the Scarvins. I think they're cute too. I don't know. Like you just gotta love
Yes.
like a good leather boot. It has the
So
Gore-Tex on the bottom, which is helpful. And then these are awesome. I'll run these, same thing like you, probably. I have another pair too that I have. They're like supposed to be my lighter weight boot or like my archery season boot, but honestly, these are my favorites, so I run
yeah,
these ones. And yeah, these are like I always joke like I don't have any other Italian made shoes, but I'll take these.
these are the most expensive shoes
I
I've
might not
ever
have the
owned.
red bottom Louis Vuittons, but I
I
have my
know,
Christies.
right? There's a little, but look at our shoes. But this, like, our shoes are the same though. Like, I mean, not the same brand, but it's the same type of
Yeah,
shoe. So love that for us because you get it. The
totally.
comfortability, the durability is there.
Oh my gosh, goes such a long ways. Like I got these and I was impressed too because this was one of those boots that I got out of the box and decided just like we're gonna go for a hike and see how they do. And if you can pull a shoe out of a box and go for a hike and not have a problem with it, like well worth the money. And that's what these
100%.
were. And then I decided to kind of like take it to the next level. And inside you can see I have the sheep feet orthotics. And these were
How do you
comfortable
like
enough
them?
as is, but then adding in the orthotics is amazing because then it's truly like made for your foot, your
Right.
arch, the support that you specifically need. And it's one of those things again that like you don't know what you're missing until you get it and you're like, wow, that's wild. Just adds so much more stability
One of these days.
when
One
you
of
get
these days I'll
Nicole
have
some sheep
insoles.
feet.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it
It's
makes
been
a
on,
huge difference.
yeah, Yeah, I need some insoles for sure.
Like, I
That's
think you would be
one
for
thing I
you
don't
too,
have.
like, you already have the comfort and, like, that, like, grip for your ankle, for your knee, and then I think adding in that sheep feet for you would be awesome for that much more support. So, I love
Okay,
these.
writing it down.
So
Yeah,
and I just oiled them last night because, girl, they were looking rough.
they look
I was
they look
like,
good now.
ugh.
I
Yeah, they
don't
look
think I've
real nice
oiled mine
now,
yet.
so that's
Now
nice.
that you mention.
Yeah. So there's your reminder because Cody's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." I'm like, "Yeah, we should do that because they've seen a lot of days." And something else I was running too for archery hunting is I went through a phase where I ended up like going on stalks. I wanted something. This was prior to having those Crispies, and I've done so many stalks in my Crispies. But at one point I had like my ropers. They're like a soft bottom shoe. And I loved if I was just knowing that I was going in on a stalk, I loved those just
Okay,
because they were like soft. I feel like I like the way they dispersed, but long distances definitely my Crispies. And then last
right.
year Sheep Feet came out with their stealth bombers and
I remember you wearing
these are
those.
awesome for a stalk.
Yes.
Yeah, Nicole saw me putting these on. So these stealth bombers, they're in this bag because I would just throw them in my pack so that if I got in somewhere after I've hiked in and I know I'm going in on a stalk and I just instead of stalking in on your socks, they do have like the felt bottom. So that way you're not dealing with like pokies in your feet. And they're
Right,
really easy to switch on and off, which I like because you don't want to be taking any more time than you need to when it comes to like down to the wire.
right.
So these are stealth bombers. Love these. I ended up hiking long distances in these just because that's the way hunting goes sometimes.
Right,
And they did great. But when it comes to like uphill and if you're going to be like in gnarly side stuff,
right,
then definitely you want your boots. But those are a great
right.
addition if you're looking for something to add to somebody's pack that you know it
Totally.
takes their shoes off to go on stalks. Like those stealth bombers are just a really cool add on when it comes to feet stuff. So, yeah,
Cool.
that's like my gear when it comes to putting shit on. How about you?
Yeah, I don't think I could add anything. And I mean, under layers, I don't know if you wear anything under your pants. That's more towards the end of
I
archery
do.
season. It does get really cold, like end of September, October. The mornings you're looking at like 30 degrees, even
Mhm.
sometimes 20 degrees. So,
Right.
but then it warms up
Mhm.
quick. So sometimes I wear underlayers, but when I do, I just wear my regular leggings and like a tight pair of leggings under my
Yeah.
pants. But that's the only thing I would add extra to the things I wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have some merino wool pants, and they're amazing for that for the colder mornings. But I will say, I haven't found a pair of pants that are merino wool that I love that are durable yet and
Yeah.
that fit comfortably. Another thing for women,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, why can they not make some that are like have a legging top? Like, is that too much to ask? You know? But
One
in the
day, one
warmer months,
day.
yeah, one day they'll figure it out. So here's just if anyone's listening that makes merino wool, make like this, like a legging top and then merino wool and we'll all be happy.
Yes.
But these are the shorts I end up throwing on. They're my CRZs, and I put these, like, in archery season in the heat, I put these underneath versus, like, underwear, if you will.
Okay.
I just like the way that these fit underneath my pants, so that's, like, my
Okay.
little hot tip is I like this. So those
Instead of
that's, like, my weird little
regular
girl
chunks.
thing is yeah, instead of my regular underwear, I like wearing those CRZ shorts for whatever reason. It's more comfortable. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I hear
So
you.
there's that. We talked
Yes.
base layers, apparel, boots and socks, all the things. I think that's helpful to know. I love the fact this is why I wanted to have you on is because we run different things. And I think it's so important to hear different input on stuff, not just a one like this is just the brands Brittany runs. So I love hearing your input.
Of our climate and like the camo is different, the environment is different and how wet it gets versus how well, I mean, we're still cold though. We're still colder. You're in Utah. But yeah, I like bouncing different
Yeah, we get
ideas off each other.
and I like hearing why it is you like that versus the other thing. So it's always good to
Yeah.
hear. And yeah, options, you know? Like
Yeah.
the fact that you run different boots than I do and why I think is super refreshing. A game changer in piece of gear for both myself and my family has been utilizing digiscoping. If you're not familiar, real quick, digiscoping is when you use your phone to capture photos or videos through your spotting scope or binoculars. And if you're wanting the best and most simple system to digiscope with, All In is hands down it. If you're out in the field and want to capture the moment through your optics without fumbling around or missing the shot, All In has you covered. What I love most is how seamless and user friendly the system is. Like, seriously, so easy to use. My oldest son, Cooper, and Rivers has used it before, but Coop was using it to film my bear hunt. It's that easy. He was able to capture the shot, follow the bear, and that way we were able to go back, look at the shot placement, and then where the bear went. And then, of course, when Cody got to us, we were able to relive those memories with him all over again. And now I can look back at that footage and watch it forever. It's been especially awesome for hunting with kids. You can show them exactly what you're seeing and then relive it later with clear and steady footage. It's a whole new level of connection and storytelling in the outdoors. And they just dropped their brand new Nexus system, which gives you a quick connect, universal fit across multiple optic setups, and you can connect it to your gun. It's built to be even faster, lighter, and more adaptable, perfect for when every second counts in the field. So whether you're chasing big game, scouting with the kids, or just want to document your hunts with ease, All In is a no-brainer. Head to allin.co and use our code RECKONING for 10% off your order. That's Allin, OLLIN.co, and use our code RECKONING for 10% off. You know how it goes. Your adventure is only as strong as your recovery and then your energy to start it. That's why I've been loving Mountain Ops' Naturally Sweetened line. If you haven't heard yet, I know so many people, including myself, have wanted there to be a naturally sweetened line when it comes to the favorites, Hydrate and Ignite. They are naturally sweetened with Reb M and monk fruit. They're just as effective with hydration and energy to fuel the day. Whether I'm working out, working, hunting, chasing the kids, or just trying to stay on top of everything, I always have a packet in my bag of either the Hydrate or Ignite and or both. Sometimes they stack really well, meaning you can mix them. Even my kids ask for the Hydrate sticks when we're on the go, especially when we've been out hunting or camping and obviously after their sports sessions. And let's talk about their new product drop. I have been waiting months for this. I may or may not have gotten some inside scoop, and I'm excited. It's their clear protein. This is their new Magnum Clear Whey. It is so refreshing. So, what you do is you mix it with water, and it makes more of a protein water, if you will. It's light, fruity, not chalky or milky at all, and it's low lactose. Perfect for after a hot hunt or hard gym session. I'm kind of excited to try making like a protein jello with this. I think could be really fun for meal prep or just making like a refreshing smoothie or refreshing drink at the end of the day. What does it look like? It honestly looks like after you mix up Ignite or Hydrate. So it's a scoop of this clear whey protein with water. And like I said, you mix it, you froth it, wait a couple minutes because it does get a good froth. And then I mix it one more time and it looks similar to like a Hydrate or an Ignite. You get 23 grams of protein that doesn't feel like a shake. Seriously, it's a game changer for these hot months and just a new way to shake up your protein shakes. We also keep on hand always our immune gummies, slumber, and performance bars on rotation for the whole family. We love their hoodies and gear just as much as their supplements too. Mountain Ops is built for real people who live hard, love the outdoors, and want to feel their best while doing it. Head to mountainops.com and use our code BRIT for 20% off your order. Plus, every purchase helps donate a meal to a child in need. That's mountainops.com and use our code BRIT, BRITT, to stock up and give back. I think we should get into our backpacks because this is something that I know you kind of mentioned it already in passing that you recently got a new backpack. And for me, a backpack was a piece of gear that was wildly different once I got it,
Yeah.
especially when it fits to your body, the shape of you. When the belt hits right where it's supposed to, it completely
It
changes
freaking percent.
the weight and the
100%.
disbursement of it.
I'm just now like, because again, like I just wear what I have or what like we have or
Mhm.
like I mean I am pretty lucky to have I am very lucky and very blessed that David does get lots of stuff and I get to play around with the stuff that he doesn't want to use but that also means it doesn't fit
Yeah.
me at all and it's made for a man and my pack the last 3 years has been okay, but like when we hike, we'll have 8 mile days, 10 mile days, 12 mile days, 4 mile days. It doesn't, it depends. And having an uncomfortable backpack or like any type of shoulder pain or like knee pain, like all that stuff, it affects me
Mhm.
severely. And then it makes me want to be like, I just want to go home. I'm uncomfortable. And this year I realized the importance of a fitted, durable, comfy pack. And I'll never stray from this pack. I think
Isn't
I'm
it
pretty excited
wild?
about it. Yeah, I'm like, wow. I put it on. I'm like, holy shit. I flew up the mountain. We were putting game
Yeah.
cameras
You're like,
somewhere
"Where can we
different.
go?"
I haven't been voice memoing you lately, but I wanted to voice memo you and be like, holy shit. Like, why have I waited this long to get a nice pack? Because it just made the world of a difference hiking. So I'm excited to talk about this topic. Can you
It
tell?
does. Yay, me too.
Yeah,
Because when you told me that you got a new one, I'm like, "Yes!" Because it does. It makes such a huge difference. I think if you're gonna, like, invest in anything, it's invest in a good pair of boots and then a pack, because
right,
that shit makes a huge difference with being comfortable, being able to go longer, and just enjoying what it is getting
right.
outdoors. But, yeah, so
100%.
let's see what pack you got. I haven't got to see it.
So it's a
What
hand me
is
down.
it? Give us a rundown of your pack and what's in it.
David's F1 mainframe from Everly Stock. He's had it for like 5 years. Okay, so it's new to me, but it runs.
But it's broken. That's great.
It's broken in. It's got blood on it. It's all the things. So this is the Everly
Yeah.
Stock F1 mainframe. I don't know if you can see the whole thing, hopefully,
Okay.
but it has this
Yep.
like
Yep.
frame. It's all scuffed up and stuff, but I love that.
The pack frame.
Double wing bags, I think is what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but
Mhm.
it has two sections of bags, this like over
Okay.
layer, and then I have my vinyl harness obviously attached to it. But this freaking backpack, like the padding is all, it's worn in, but it's fine. It's super comfortable. But it's the fact that he could adjust the shoulder straps and that it actually fits my waist. I
Mhm.
am short and petite in stature. So, like my torso to
Yeah.
I'm not a 6 foot man. Like I had the basic
Right.
Sitka backpack. I've had the Team Elk pack from Everly Stock, and they're just like made a generic size for men, which, fine,
Mhm.
but they were like hanging off of me, and like it would hit my butt as I walk, or it wouldn't fit my waist. And it was just the stuff I carry. My backpack is already pretty heavy. So when we are hiking, I want to
Mhm.
make sure I'm freaking comfortable. But he got a new F1 mainframe and we set this up and he fitted it to my shoulders and then we took it out and I was like lightning speed. The ergonomics, aerodynamics of it or whatever were
Yeah.
like, it fitted me perfectly. It was cinched down on my waist. Yes, I'm not kidding. I was like, what the fuck? I was going so much faster. I was able to climb up a mountain I could like lift my head up, which pisses me off when I can't like, I wear
Yes.
clips in my hair.
Oh
I
my
wear my
gosh.
hat or a ponytail and I'm trying to like look up when we're hiking and I can't like lift my head. This one I had full
And then
range
your
of
neck
motion.
hurts when you get back.
Yeah, and like it sits on me well, so I don't get that sharp shooting pain in between my shoulder blades. Do you know that pain I'm talking about?
Mhm. Yep.
It was like, I'm so stoked on this backpack. I can't wait to just keep wearing it. I think it's been like 3 times now that I've taken it out for a test drive and I fucking love it. It carries everything I need and the setup too is so easily accessible. But that's the F1 Everly Stock F1 mainframe pack that I am using now instead of, I think it was the Team Elk one. It's called
The
Team
other
Elk from
one.
Everly Stock. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
rambling. But I love
That
that.
makes me so excited for you. It
Oh my
makes
God, yeah.
such a huge difference when it fits. And like you said, that's a big thing too when looking into packs would be my suggestion is making sure like it fits your stature. I know like you're supposed to look at your like torso size to look at
Yeah.
that and that makes a huge difference so that the belt's hitting so it's up over your hips and it just disperses the weight so much better.
Right. The other one I had, that's where it would like it like sat on my hips. And then the bag would just kind of
Mhm.
flop around back there. I would cinch it up as much as possible, but it wasn't made to be adjustable. So yeah, having this and being able to like fit it to me, and I am short, so it is already hard to find stuff that does fit me well. But yeah, and I just felt light as a feather. And I just was like full on having a conversation with him while we were hiking up the mountain, which usually I'm quiet because I'm like, fuck. But this one I was like, and then, and just talking, um,
I'm
And then
so
also,
excited for you to
like,
get it loaded up with an elk.
oh my God, I know. I'm like, I don't know. Our game
Do you
cameras
get to
look
finally
pretty
get blood on it?
promising. Yes, exactly.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I know my other pack had blood on it from last year, and I'm like, oh man, like it looks all cool. It was all like
You
splattered
know,
with
when you gotta
blood.
wash it out.
Yeah. David has this brand new one. He's like, oh, like this isn't worn at all. It doesn't look as cool. I'm like, oh, shucks.
Need to break it in. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is, I'll show my pack. Oh, I forgot to take my weights out of it.
Oh,
It's heavy coming from way down
we're training.
here. Hang on.
It's training season.
We I have a lot of I forgot. We have weighted plates in here for packing and I forgot to take them out. But you guys, if you've listened to the podcast or watched the podcast, you guys have seen my backpack plenty of times. I'm actually not going to go completely through it because I've done full episodes where I completely unpack it with you and show you every nook and cranny of it and what's inside. But mine's the Mystery Ranch. It's the women's Metcalf, I believe.
Okay.
Metcalf, or I'll put it below. I always get mine and Cody's mixed up. Anyways, it's the women's. So I love mine. Again, I got it for my torso size, which is nice. You can get them based on your torso size. And like the belt fitting around, like Nicole said, is wild when it hits where it's supposed to. And I really like this one because the straps are like kind of curved, as you can see, like away. So then it doesn't go right over your tits. It
Oh,
goes like perfectly around
hey
them. It's like
now.
one less
Okay.
overstimulating thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
And
So that makes a huge difference.
somebody messaged me and told me about to go or told me to go check out Mystery Ranch packs. I actually never have looked.
Yeah.
So
They're awesome. I really love mine. So I'm not going to go digging through all mine. I have a few things that I've added this year that I'll tell you guys about, but I wanted to show it because like Nicole said, a backpack makes a huge difference and that is why I love this one specifically for me as a female in the outdoors is it fits my body. It can do all the same stuff that Cody's can. It has the frame where it breaks down and I can put, quarters and everything behind it. And I've packed out lots of meat in it, but that's what I run is the Mystery Ranch.
nice. I like that strap thing. That's awesome.
And I put it all
Slams
50,
it down.
whatever, and down. I should have
Yeah.
taken it down.
Which it's like,
Need to take the weights out before this weekend.
yeah. Don't forget. Yeah, I love this backpack.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm really stoked to use it. I'm excited to have something that just like I can walk with and kind of forget it's there. Like obviously you don't forget it's there, but it's like I don't take my pack off at all when we're out there, so I need it to be comfortable.
Like even when you have to pee?
I straight up well, depending. I mean, I'm carrying a fanny pack this year, so now I kind of have to unbuckle things. But yeah, I mean, even to freaking pee, I can like lift it up even higher on my waist, just loosen it a little bit, pop a squat. But this also
Pop a
doubles
squat and
as
you're good
like,
to go.
I bring a book out there. So also this like doubles as my little chair now. I was like, I tested out. Yeah. I keep saying
with
yesterday,
the
what
frame.
did I do? Yeah, but I can just like lean back and it's like supportive because when we're glassing or I'm trying to chill and read, like David's always comfortable sitting there in the grass with a backrest. And I'm like on my backpack, like, hope this is comfortable. So I'm excited to use it for chair purposes as well.
Oh, good. Do you want to kind of give us a breakdown of what you keep in your backpack? Because I think this is a huge question that I know people like seeing what it is you keep in your backpack for going out.
Yes. Let me see
Because
if I can
it's
do this.
so like you and I were saying, it's so easy to forget something and then you get up there and you're like, oh shit, like I need this. And I try and just keep mine stocked and train.
Totally.
Like I said, I have everything in it that I would have for hunting aside from obviously like my spotting scope on there and my game bags.
Right.
And then I have that additional weight on there to act as if, I'm packing out something so that I just get used to it. So it's like, just keep this shit in there.
And
what do you keep in there?
I do the exact same thing. And I think that's also important because I like to have everything 24/7 in my bag that I would have in hunting season anyways. But like you said, minus the game bags or the spotting scope, but that's pretty much the only things that aren't in here. So I can train and feel light as a feather. And so when I am packing something out, it's heavy, but I'm used to it, it's not a shock to the system. And also like, it is like, this has got to be like 20. It's got to be 15, 20 pounds. Ought to be like 10.
Yeah. That's what we figured is like just our empty, meaning just our stuff without
these are just
the meat on there
in general.
is usually about 20 pounds. We just get used to it. Yeah.
So I have this like overlay bag that has 2 zippers. And in this front zipper, I have bug sunscreen, bug spray. I'm just gonna unload it all, okay? But
Yeah,
bug
do it. I
spray.
love it. It's what's in your bag, the backpack edition. This is way better
Okay.
than what's in your purse.
I know. Get ready with me to go on an elk hunt. Just kidding. So
I
yeah,
love
so
it.
bug spray that smells good, sunscreen, extra tampons because you never know what else is in here.
Yeah.
I have an extra Ziploc baggie. I don't. That's all that's in there. More
Yeah.
tampons. So this front
Okay.
pouch is for
Easy access.
easy access for the stuff that I probably will need, but don't always need. But like tampons, when I need it, it's right there. And then in the bigger bag of this, I carry my book. I always have a book in there, just because there is times where I'm just sitting there and I
Oh my
get
gosh, is
bored.
that a good book?
I love it so far, honestly. I really do. But
Okay, I'm gonna
during
have to. What are you reading for the people that can't see?
so this Daisy Jones and the Six, I've heard great things about this book. It's like about like the 70s and like not a rock band, but she's a singer and she like links up with like a band or a singer guy. That's as far as I've gotten. I've heard a lot about it. It's a show
Okay,
too, so
gonna
I was
add
like,
that
I
to my
want to read
list.
this. Yeah, add it to the list. But during archery
Okay.
season, this is important to add. I will be switching to psychological thrillers, so I can be sitting in the fog on the mountainside and it be a whole ass vibe and like Halloween vibes, fall vibes. I want to have like a thriller book, so I have a
You're
list.
speaking to my soul.
Yes, it's got it. Your goth books, Brittany. Better get those out.
I know.
It's goth book
It's
season. But yeah,
almost book
I'm gonna
club
switch up.
time.
So this is my light summer read, and then there are thrillers. Like I feel like that. I feel like it'll be so fun to sit there though and like read a scary book.
I love
So
it. And then I can't wait for you to just freak yourself out.
I know, and then yeah. I'm not gonna say it anyways.
David's like, hey, you're gonna walk out by yourself. You're like, great.
But yeah, so in this pouch is probably where I would carry my game bags. This one's kind of stays like
Yeah.
extra snacks, like sandwiches, not extra snacks, but if I'm carrying our lunch or food or a fruit or whatever, it'll go in this bag. So there's that. Like only the necessities in here. So if everything that's in here is like stuff I have to have on me, or like when I forget a book, it genuinely pisses me off, even if I don't
I was
actually
gonna say, I
need
love
it.
that the book is yeah. I
Like,
love that the book is a necessity.
it is like it's a comfort item for me because like you're glassing, you don't want to
Yeah.
really, like you don't want to miss anything. I don't know. Even if I don't read it, I get pissed off if I don't have it on me. I'm like, wow, stupid mistake.
Right. Just in
Um,
case.
so these are the
Stupid
wings.
Nicole.
I know, dumbass. God, ruin the vibes. I also
This could be a
bring
moment.
I also bring out a coffee mug because I will have coffee out there. Okay, I will carry it the whole way in my hand.
You know that's in my pack.
Yes, I will. And then we also David carries in his bag the jet boil and the coffee pouches
Yeah.
because, again, it's a vibe and it's romantic still. It's still like, it's romantic to me. I
That's,
don't know.
yeah, that's the shit I have out too. I literally have my instant coffee sitting right here and my jet boil.
Right. Tea, some tea.
Those are in my pack all the time. I get used
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
So this side of my wing, I have my jackets. So my heavyweight hoodie will be, it's probably on me, but if it's not, it will be on this side. And then I have, my fleece, my puffer, and my Gore-Tex are in this side. I would pull it all out for you, but it's kind of squished in there. But yeah, see my Gore-Tex.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We get it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that side. And then on the other side is my water, which I kind of leave this side empty anyways because it is the water. It just equally distributes the weight, from side to side. But I have a 3-liter water bladder in there. But yeah, that one's empty. And then on the front, I have my bino harness, which I feel like my bino harness is actually like my favorite part of my pack because like the easy access to my lip gloss, which is important, lip gloss, lip liner.
Yeah.
I have one specifically for my bino harness. I don't take it out. So lipstick and lip liner because, I have my chapstick.
Will not go without. Perfect.
I mean, chapstick too. My lips get so
Necessity.
dry. But yeah, okay. So I'm in this front pocket if you
same.
can see. But in that front pocket too,
Okay,
I also carry extra rounds for my handgun. I carry it loaded. like at all times, but God forbid I ever needed to use it, I have extra. So I do carry extra rounds in that pocket. I'm not going to zip everything up
Okay.
because it's
Yeah,
just
because
getting
you
a little
guys are in
chaotic.
grizzly bear country.
You what? What was that?
This is because you guys are in grizzly bear country. So
Yeah, I'll get into that later, but I definitely carry and I definitely need my extra ammo because it is fucking scary out there and you can only see but like 15 yards in front of you. So the more the merrier. On the side of my
mhm.
bino harness, I have these pouches and I have gloves
Okay.
on my one side. Just these basic, everything's so dirty. Sorry. But gloves on my one side,
No, that's
and then the other side, which, you know, I'm probably going to switch this up a little bit because right now I have my headlamp in there, but typically my rangefinder would be in this pouch and my gloves would be in this one. But right now I do
mhm.
have a headlamp because it gets really dark. And when we're hiking back, I definitely don't want to be caught with my pants down and not have a fucking headlamp. It gets dark and dark quick. So, and then I also have my binos, of course.
And what binos do you run?
These are
Okay.
Stealth Vision. Yeah, Stealth Vision 10 by 42. I love my Stealth Vision binos. I actually had some last year that had rangefinders in them, which was really cool. But these are just regular Stealth Vision binos. And yeah, and then I pulled it out, but I have a rangefinder as well. So that is, oh, and then I have my bear spray on the side too, which is cool because it's on the side. It's so easy
Yes.
access. But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, minimal, but I have all the things that I'm going to need. And then I wanted to talk about, I know it's not my backpack. I know it's not part of my backpack, but I've been carrying a fanny pack on my stomach in my belt loops. But this is like really easy
Okay.
access for my snacks because instead of like digging through my
Oh,
backpack again,
I love it.
yeah, so David carries a fanny pack and he influenced me to do a fanny pack myself. I just ordered me a green one to match my backpack, which is awesome. Really excited about that because not a fan of the skull and crossbones, really not my vibe, but it works.
Yeah.
But I like having my snacks in there, snacks for David too, out when we're out there because I don't know about you, but when I'm hiking, I lose my appetite completely when I'm like working hard.
Mhm.
And I'll like straight up forget to
Yep.
drink water and eat. So if it's right there and it's accessible, I can just grab like a little freaking, for a string. Like I have chocolate in here for a little sugar. I have my wilderness athlete. I love these, which they just discontinued these, I found out. And I'm so bummed about it because these were
Aw.
awesome to have out there. They're like
Yeah, I know you
collapsible.
love those.
Yeah, and they're so delicious. It's like a Red Bull in the mountains with clean energy, but good flavor, clean energy,
Mm,
easy to carry. But yeah, that's my snack pouch. And then I also have these like recover and
mm.
hydrate ones that I always carry a backup of these so I
Right.
can reuse it. It's like a little shaker cup in there too. But
Oh,
yeah, that's my
nice.
full pack setup with everything that I carry all year.
I love the idea of a fanny pack too.
I know, and
What
honestly,
brand did he
like
order you?
it's the Everly stock. He got me an Everly stock fanny pack to
Okay.
match the green. It's all going to be the same
Oh,
green.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm loving that fanny pack. It's also like, like I'm out there taking content myself and getting videos too, and it's a little flattering to have a fanny pack in the front belly, you know what I'm saying, after you have kids and stuff. And then access to the
Mm.
snacks for me is, yeah.
Major. Well, that's what's talking me into it. But I was thinking that too because while I love my backpack, there's no front pouches. So I have to like if I want my easy access pack is on the top, which is easy to get to, but I either need to have Cody open it and get to it
Right,
or I need to take it off and get to it.
right. And that's
So
why
I
I'm like,
love the idea of something up front.
yeah, and that's why I love my bino harness. And like, obviously you have your
Yeah, I
binos in
have
your
so
bino
much
harness,
shit
but
shoved in
like,
my bino harness.
yeah, and like you can't fit your phone and unfortunately in your bino harness. Like everything else, like my chapstick, my lip liner, my lip gloss. I mean, I'm high maintenance, I guess,
Mhm.
but I need to have those things. If he's gonna take a picture, if I do get my elk, I need my lip liner and easy access. My rounds, my
Yeah.
extra rounds, I don't want to put those in my bag and have to take your whole setup off just to dig
Mhm.
for an apple. No, So fanny
Yeah.
pack's a good
No,
idea.
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. I like it. There's a few things that you mentioned that I was like, "Oh, yeah, it reminds me of a couple new additions to my backpack since last year when I did my last, like, what's in my pack episode, so you guys can go back and listen to that. But I'm going to show you a few things that I have upgraded gear wise that are inside of mine. Do you want to see what's in my the few things in
Yes.
mine, Nicole?
I'm so excited. Share, please.
Okay.
Share with the class, Brittany.
I will. So this is stuff that I keep in. I'll show you kind of a few things that I like keeping in my backpack that I feel like are game changers for both females, and then also like we have our kids with us a lot of time too, so that makes a big difference. This is something that I've always kept in my backpack, and it's a power charger, a power bank for your phones,
Yep.
especially when we're doing like backcountry backpacking trips.
Yep.
These are a necessity. So this one is, I think it's Lion Energy. It's a power bank, and it actually you don't need a cord for it, which makes it nice. So it's the like you just set your phone on it and charge. And then also it's got a lantern in it. I don't know, I can't remember how to turn it on. But that's a lantern too. So it's a built-in lantern. So if you are, cleaning something
so
late
smart.
at night, a lot of times you get that last minute shot in, you've got a built-in lantern with you, and these last forever. And then also just nice if you're going to be backpacking in the backcountry and you need a lantern for the tent or whatever. So it's nice that it's kind of a twofer.
Right.
And then if this one's like too big for you and you just want the charger, I also have this magnetic charger. And it's tiny. It weighs hardly anything. This is actually the one I started with, this one, and then we got this one for the lantern feature. But this is the one I just keep in my purse now, but it just goes on the back and charges your phone, which is nice for like when you're out in the country.
Yep.
And you don't have to have it plugged in. So
twinsies. I don't have it in my bag, but David always carries a solar power bank. Like he's got literally everything. So, but I don't carry one of these in my bag. But you know what? I'm putting this off to the side because I should.
It makes a big difference.
I don't know why I haven't ever carried.
You never know.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah. It's nice to have your own because, if you were ever to get separated or anything like that, it's good to kind of have your own stuff. And then something Nicole mentioned, she was pulling out a lot of tampons. And you never know. It's part of being a woman. You just got to be prepared. But something I keep in mind is a menstrual disc. It's a little pouch. It's inside there. You would never know what it is if you were getting in it, but it's a menstrual disc. I like keeping those over tampons just because all I need is one. And
I've never tried those.
You've got water on hand. You should try. It's a game changer, Nicole.
I should try it. Hence the
look into a menstrual disc
in my pack.
Yes.
We have a plastic baggie.
Yeah. So that's nice because you don't have to worry about the tampons and all that stuff. It's just a disc. It's in there, reusable, all that. The guys are probably like right now, but come off it.
I mean, if you're going to bring your girl, you need to know these things too.
It is the way that it is. So I like having the disc on hand because then you've got it. You don't have to worry about what you're going to do with other stuff. It's easy, reusable, clean, all that. So that's my go-to for girly shit. And then something else I've kept in my pack this year, which has been helpful, has been an extra all-in case for my phone.
Okay.
And so I actually have, this goes to my binos, but you guys are probably familiar with like digiscoping. So this is my extra case. If for some reason I like bail out of the truck, it's just always easy to forget to put on like your case. And so I've been keeping this in there. If for some reason I forget to put this on before we go hunting, then I have it.
Right.
But it's just the digiscoping case. So it'll hook onto my scope or onto my binos. Isn't that cool? So you've seen us use this where we've gotten like all the footage of like my bear hunt through the spotting scope, or like when we're able, it's really nice, especially with kids, to be able to like set it up on your scope and be able to show the kids what you're looking at versus them trying to get down on it and then bumping it and being like, oh, sorry, So I keep an extra one of those in there just so I always have it on hand.
That's so cool. I've never seen those before.
Yeah, those are awesome. So those are all-ins. I don't know if I said it, but it's my all-in case. I always keep an extra hair tie. Honestly, hair ties can come in handy for multitude of things, right?
Yeah.
You never know. Nicole mentioned her hydrates. I have my hydrates too. These are big for big long hikes or being with the kids. These ones are actually naturally sweetened now, which I really like, with monk fruit instead of all the artificial sweeteners. So that's good.
Sweet.
And then obviously like a protein bar, cookie dough protein bar. What else did I have out? My inhaler.
Gotta have the inhaler. I mean, like those little things though, like I guess my pack, I should have put it in there.
Forget.
But yeah, like having those little things are so important. Like we always need gum. I always have to have gum in my pack too.
Gum.
and it's good to
Yes.
chomp on, especially when you're hiking. It just gets your mind off of how hard your body's working, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it helps keep your mouth, like, lubed up and so you're not so, like, needing to sip so much water all the time, you know?
Right. I also wanted to add, it's not in my pack now because again, it's like 85 degrees here in Montana and it's not needed in my pack right now, but having hand warmers, we carry tons and tons of hand warmers, and I also have a pouch that attaches to my bino harness that I can shove my hands in. It's like a fleece hand pocket, and
Ooh.
I'll activate the hand warmers and I'll put them into that pouch. So I have like a nice little heated hand pouch.
Ooh,
It's just not on my
I
pack
love
right
that.
now, but I wanted to. And also to carry my bow while we're hiking. A couple years ago at TAC, we found what's called a bow spider. Have you ever heard of those?
Mm-mm.
It's like a circular attachment that you put onto your pack and it clips onto your bow so you can hang it behind you so you're not carrying your bow while you're
Oh,
hiking.
yeah,
So I have loved that thing. It was really nice having that last year on the back of my pack so I didn't have to carry my bow while we were hiking, or like you see elk on the other mountainside, but you have to hike to go get it and you have to hike fast. It's nice to just like slip your bow behind you and not have to hold it with your hand. But that was one of those, you said, comfort items or like wild card
ooh,
items
nice.
that I was like, I really wanted to
Yeah,
mention that because I don't want to carry my bow for 9 miles every day, having a nice little slot to put it.
right.
David carries one too on his backpack. But it's called
Yeah,
Bow Spider. I don't know where it is right now,
okay.
but Bow Spider. So those are cool.
Nice. I'm gonna have to look into one of those. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you gotta show your bino harness, so I'll just show mine quickly. Again, I think I did a video on Instagram of like setting up my bino harness and what I have in it. So you can look through all my pockets on that video so I don't go through everything again. But I run the FHF Gear bino harness. You want to hear something super funny?
Tell me.
We went to go see Jurassic World. Rivers and I went to see that. And we were watching it. And the girl on there, she's like tactical, like military kind of a gal, right? Going after the dinosaurs. And I noticed, I was like, I'm like, she's running an FHF gear vinyl harness thing, but then she had different attachments. And I'm like, the whole movie, I'm like watching it and I'm like,
You're like, where did
I
you
think
get
we have the
that?
same vinyl harness strap. Yeah, I was like
That's
trying because there
hilarious.
was like the little back part, right? And I was like trying so hard. I'm like, I swear it says FHF, but I know it
That's
had to have
hilarious.
been because it had like the little straps and the see through things. Anyways,
Yeah.
so that's what I watched the whole time, was just trying to see if I could catch a glimpse of if it had the brand on there. But that's what I run. I really like the airy straps on it. And then as far as binos go, because that is a question, like, what binos do you run? Right now I have the Vortex Razor 10 by 50 and the Razor HDs. But speaking of hand me down and upgrades for myself, Cody's going to give me his UHDs. They're still the Razor, the 10 by 50s. So I'll have those in the next
Nice.
couple weeks. I'm excited about because, daddy got him new bino harnesses. So mom gets, or new binos. So I get his, and then Coop will get mine. And
Exactly.
then Rivers will
And
get
then down
Cooper's.
the
So we
train
just
it
pass them
goes.
down. Yeah, down the train it goes. So that'll be nice because it is crazy, like just how much more crisp they can get each little upgrade, you know?
Yeah.
And then I do
Yeah.
have my rangefinder that is attached because I have been known to lose rangefinders on the mountain.
We need a bungee cord attachment for Brittany,
So
which
it's
it's easy
clicked
to do.
on. It's so easy to do, especially when you're in the moment and you're in the middle of a stalk.
Yeah.
So I have the Ranger 1000. That's my vinyl harness. And then other things that I've added into that actually this year are, I like to keep my elk call in there. So this is the
Oh yeah.
Phelps
Oh
Hush
yeah.
call,
I didn't even add that in there. It was in the pocket, but I forgot.
which
I do have one
mine's
too.
been out lately. Yeah, because I've been
Yeah.
practicing. So
Yeah.
my house is nothing if not noisy lately. And then this is something cool that I added that goes inside of there this year that wasn't in here last year. And that is the attachment for the all in onto my binos, because sometimes I don't always have my spotting scope with me, especially when we start like going in on a stalk or getting farther in there. That's something that maybe will drop along the way just to drop weight. And so I have the attachment on this, which makes it really cool. So then I
What?
can still do the same. Right?
I
Isn't that
mean,
cool?
what the
Now I don't know where
heck?
my
Well, we
phone.
don't carry a spotting scope. I've always wanted one, but we
Yeah,
don't
but look,
carry one.
this would
We
be
don't
great
care.
for you guys.
I need to look into
So
that.
then
Oh my God.
it goes onto your binos, and even if you have your tripod, then it's stuck, but then you can sit in video and look
Okay.
and get a better video of
Sold.
it through your. So cool, right?
You're gonna have to send
So
me the
that's
link for
the
that for
all-in
real.
bino attachment. I
Yeah,
will for
that's
sure.
cool.
You can use code reckoning for 10% off, Nicole.
Thank
um,
you.
but you're welcome. Just for you. But I thought that was super cool that you can do it on
That
your
is super
binos
cool.
because
That's so cool.
sometimes like I don't always have my spotting scope with, but I
Right.
love that I'm able to do it now with my binos too.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so I thought that was super cool. So that's a new addition. And now that I'm looking at it, I need to get more smoke in a bottle because you know how much smoke we went through last year on my buffalo hunt?
Oh,
I
I
gotta
bet.
restock that.
See,
So that
I
is
don't
kind
carry,
of my
that's something I should carry. But again, like I have, David is there when I'm hunting. So he carries those like things in his, I need to have one though in my bino harness for
you
sure.
need one. Nicole
Yeah,
needs one because
I
then you
do.
can check.
Yeah, and that's easy.
Yeah. Because I
I
feel
can.
like Cody will check and then like a few minutes later I'm like, well, puff
Well, and when
puff.
you're
Like
on something, the
what's
wind
it
changes
doing?
so fast. Like it really changes so fast.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you use it a
Yeah.
lot.
You do use it a lot. Well, and a lot of times you never know if it's going to be like in the moment of a stalk if like you're going to need to break off. You
Right.
saw that last year on our hunt where like it got thick enough Cody had to stay back to for me to get those next 10
Right.
yards because it was so thick. Like
Right.
so that's when it is nice to have your own on you. So
Yeah,
that's an
for
easy
sure.
thing to throw into your pack.
Added to the
Get
list.
smoke in a bottle.
This is why we're doing this. This
Those
is
are
great. These are
this
great
is I know
ideas.
it's a good reminder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so those are kind of my additional things that I have added into there since I last showed everyone everything that I was pretty
Okay.
excited about. Just little upgrades every year, you
Yeah.
know?
You learn new things. It gets more convenient. And I know you're the same way. Like I would rather carry it and have the extra weight and
Mhm.
then be more
Mhm.
comfortable and have the convenience of things rather than have a
1000%.
lighter pack and wish I had it. So it just makes the experience better, you
Mhm.
know?
I
So
couldn't agree more.
I
Definitely.
also wanted to add in, I always bring in ibuprofen. I know that like is something so small and so simple, but having ibuprofen on hand and extra batteries, those are also things that I carry during the season. And I
Totally.
wanted to throw that in because I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, that I have a little baggie that I made that has like I know too just from knowing you guys like David always has like his med kit
Yeah.
and things like that and those are things that I have and I have extra batteries and a lighter and like starting fire starter too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Your feet do more miles than your boss's Cybertruck. I mean, shit. You go off road, uphill, and in and out in the dark. Treat them like it. That's why I trust Sheep Feet. And now they've leveled up again with performance socks that actually hold up in the field. Breathable, supportive, and built to pair with custom orthotics. Sheep Feet are known for these. They are 100% customized to your feet. Every pair is different. Their process creates a precise mold of your foot, which means your orthotics aren't just supportive, they're made to work as hard as you do in the field. They are handcrafted in the USA. Every pair gets the care and attention your feet deserve. But Sheep Feet doesn't stop at orthotics. They've been expanding their gear game and now they've dropped brand new performance socks and I'm already obsessed. They're like buttery, airy, and smooth. You could like I can't explain it. Put them on your feet and let me know. These socks, like I said, are breathable, supportive, and built for the long days on your feet, whether you're hiking or running around day to day. I love that they're dialed in for hunters, but still just as functional for training or chasing kids around. They also make my favorite hoodie of all time, the Hideout hoodie. Guys, I'm telling you, if your girl's going to be hunting with you or hiking, get her this damn hoodie. You'll thank me and she'll thank me. The more comfortable she is, the longer she wants to stay out there. And you need one too, because Cody loves it just as much. You've seen me wearing this constantly. I have it in black and green. It's built from grid fleece, so it keeps you warm when you're glassing and breeze when you're on the move. The Sherpa lined hideout pocket is wind and waterproof, and in making it a built-in hand warmer. It's got zipper pockets, thumb holes, and a high neck zip. All the things that a girl could want. I wear it for hunting, at the gym, and honestly, when I just need to hide from life. And if you haven't checked them out yet, don't sleep on the Stealth Bombers. They're ultra lightweight, silent stocking shoe built for performance and precision. These are an archery hunter's dream. The people behind this company are incredible and they've thought of everything. Don't settle for anything less than custom. Head to sheepfeetoutdoors.com and use code RECKONING for 10% off. And yes, Sheep Feet are HSA and FSA eligible. Tell them we sent you and use code RECKONING for 10% off. And then something that, because I was thinking of like, okay, what else do I put on my pack or my bino harness? And something that I have, and I'm interested to see what you run, because I don't love my system. It works and it does its job. But I feel like this is something there's room for improvement, is when we're in the backcountry and we're on hunts or hikes or whatever, I always have my 9mm on my, this clips onto my belt of my backpack. So it works well. It's sturdy, it's strong. But if I have to take my backpack off, then I then need to try and put it onto my person. And it's just like the placement's not my favorite either. This is my We the People holster. It works great over years, but I've seen you've been telling me that you have like a really sweet setup. So I'm curious to see what yours is.
This holster, I'm not kidding you. I know I'm biased because it's David. Like, so this is my setup. This is my holster.
Okay.
This is the guide holster from Invader Concepts. And I carry a 357. This holster. So he designed this because he doesn't want to carry on the side of his pack, obviously, because he takes his pack off. He doesn't want it attached to his bino harness because obviously he takes his pack off. And he didn't want it under his bino harness because for me too, like I am a girl, so I have, a chest.
A lot already happening.
There's already stuff going on there. And like, I've carried a chest holster before and I do not like having that much shit on my chest. It's like, and I'm smaller, like I'm short. So it's like a smushed, there's just so much going on. But he got a Kydex holster like a couple years ago and he didn't like where it was. I think it was under his vinyl harness, and he just like, if I lower it down, if I unscrew it, he literally unscrewed it the day he got it and remade it and made it into like a base model of what this is, and loved it. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. And then he kind of adjusted the holster that I had. I had a basic chest holster with like thin strap that he lengthened so I could wear it under my vinyl harness. When I tell you it's a game changer, I'm not being dramatic. Okay, this thing is just so convenient, so lightweight. It's not in the way at all. I honestly forget it's there. It secures to my pants, and I put this on. So I guess I'll just share the order in which I get ready, like outside of the truck. So when I get out of the truck, I'm putting on my shoes, my gaiters, and then my holster comes first, and this goes under everything else. Okay, I guess I'll show you how I put it on. I put it on over my...
Yeah, I'm curious where it goes.
Over my head, and then it sits right under my chest. And so my vinyl harness is here, and then my pack comes on over, obviously over my shoulders. But this part, so if I buckle it,
and then it buckles like around your ribs.
Right. It buckles like in the back. It's up, if you can see how it looks in the back.
Yep.
But the straps are really thick, which are really sturdy too, and it's secure and comfortable, especially on your collarbone. I have to adjust this sometimes, but goes right under your collarbone, so it's not putting pressure from your pack onto your collarbone. And then this part, this buckle right here, this clip, I slide that under my strap of my backpack. So not my belt buckle. Okay. So this goes under. I would get dressed for you and show you, but timing.
Yeah, no, get it.
It clips under, so it doesn't flop. It doesn't move.
Secure.
It's completely secure and so easy and out of the way. And like, we are in Montana, so there's pretty large predators out there. Moose, I ran into a mama moose and a cub just like a week or two ago, which you don't want to do. They're super mean, and the grizzly bears, and just there's so many predators out there. Having something easily accessible for me is so important, and having something under my bino harness, I'm like trying to fuck with it, get it out, and I don't want the gun right there either. I don't want my gun on my chest, and I carry it fully loaded at all times. So easy access, and I don't want it on my hip because I take my pack off. And when we're just chilling out, I need to have my gun on me 24/7.
Yeah.
Especially when when I do get my elk and we are dressing it, field dressing it, I want to take my pack off and chill out, but I don't want to be without my weapon. So that that holster, like, again, I know I'm biased because he's my husband, but that is the coolest thing I've added to my setup this year. And I'm so stoked on it because I forget it's there, but I don't forget it's there. It's so easy to
No, yeah.
use. So super
That's
stoked
so
on that.
cool. It's so
Yeah.
secure too, because that was my thing with mine currently is like it works fine until I have to take my pack off. And then it's like I don't love
Right.
that concept. And then Cody, I used last year, I ended up just switching him bino harnesses because he has a Kydex holster that goes underneath his bino harness. So it sits kind of similar to where yours is, but there's nothing that keeps it strapped down, if that makes sense, like around your
Right.
waist. So I just the whole time it felt so heavy and like it was like one more
Yeah.
thing moving and hitting.
Yeah. And then also
So
like
that is super
you
cool.
you can adjust the tilt as well on this. Like, and this is
Mm.
like, this is a flexible, this isn't metal. I don't know what material this is if
It's
I'm
like a
being
carbon fiber.
carbon fiber. Yeah, exactly. He just said it in the background.
Okay.
Super flexible. It's not going to be like digging into your stomach or anything like that. And then you can pull out these screws and easily adjust how you want your
I
firearm
like
to
that.
tilt. So, I mean, he thought of fucking everything, dude. This thing is so worth every dollar that you could spend on it. Honestly, I'm so proud of him for building this because it's like,
No,
and it just slides
that's
right
sick.
out. It doesn't get stuck.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to
Oh, that's the other thing is some of them are so tight that it's like if I
or
need
like
this in the moment
right. Or the
or
other one
too
I
loose.
had like a loop on it that attached my firearm to it. And like
Like one more thing.
I don't want to mess when I'm scared. And you should see how fast he draws with this thing. Even when a grouse flies away, like he's here, he
Those
has it
fucking
like,
grouse.
oh, he's got it ready with, I don't even see it. It happens so fast because it's so seamless. But I could talk about that thing forever. I'm like, damn, you did it with that. It's awesome. But yeah, my
No, that's
whole
sweet. I'm excited. So remind us what branded it, like where we can find it, because I am definitely going to be looking into it because that is something I need to upgrade.
Yes, so this is the Invader Concepts. That's the brand, Invader Concepts. They're based out
Okay.
of Montana as well. So these are all handmade, custom to order in Montana. And it's the guide holster.
Smart, because that is something that I was kind of Cody and I were trying to figure out what was best for me last year with all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's
And it
sick.
just looks
And you can
good.
tell it's someone that's out there every day and
Right.
knows how and
And it
what it
just
needs to be
fits
done
with
and what's
everything. Like
comfortable.
we're all wearing vinyl harnesses, we're all wearing packs, and it just fits so seamless with all that. So yeah, he really
Yeah.
thought about that.
I think this has been like a super well-rounded like guide as far as gear goes. I do know another question that is often asked when we're shooting our bows or going to archery season, like what is your setup? Because so many people kind of feel daunted when it comes to picking a bow
Yeah.
as a female or for the female in their life. What is it that you're currently shooting?
So I have my bow. This is the Bear Legit. So it is like
Legit. I like that name.
it is not a high end bow by any means, but again, like my draw length and stuff, I needed a bow to fit me. But
Mhm.
I've had this bow for 3 years and I love it. It gets the job done for me. I got it sighted in perfectly. It does the job. A bow to me is a bow. I'm sure one day I'll upgrade. Um, this is what I'm running this year and have been for a couple
Okay.
years. And and just with a regular trigger release. Nothing
Yeah.
fancy over here. This is my ride or
No,
die
that's all
though.
it takes. Dude, I had
Yeah.
mine for like 10 plus years and she was a killing machine. So
I mean, it
a
works,
good bow is a good bow.
and we know each other. We're
Yeah.
comfortable with each other. We flow.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
You
know
need
her. She
to.
knows
I
me.
like totally. There's a relationship there.
Yeah. I'm like, I love it. I love her. So
I love that you run a wrist sling because I do too. You
I
see everyone
tried.
that's got I will forget that shit. You know,
I don't
nothing
like
like
it.
I
I'd
lose
rather have
range
it on my
finders. You
hand.
think I'm going to be able to hold on to
I
that?
know. And you know what? That happened to David too. You can lose it.
That would be so stressful. And you
Yeah.
need that.
And
No, I
also
want it
like
attached to me.
I just prefer this one over the other one as
Mhm.
well. I don't remember what the other one's called, but I feel like I would lose control really easily and just like shoot
Yeah.
my, you know what I'm saying? I'm more
Yeah.
comfortable.
No,
I feel more secure.
same. I like being one with my bow. I don't know whatever it is. And this is mine. She is dusty. She needs a bath. But
Same.
mine's a Bowtech Gen 2. Love her. She's going to kill something this year. That's for
Yes.
damn sure.
Yes, she is.
We haven't shed blood yet, but that's okay. Yeah,
Me
so
either.
that's what I run. I love it. I still actually have my GoPro hooked on there, but I think I'll just leave it on there.
Yeah, you should.
Like you might as well, right? So I hooked that on after the boys left and I was solo hunting. But yeah, I really like it. It's crazy because my other bow, like I was saying, was like probably over 10 years old, and the it's just wild how smooth they are now compared to
Yeah,
the other ones. But
for
the bow
sure.
works, baby. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's mine. And just making sure that you can get the draw length where you need to be makes a huge difference. And then the sizing. So yeah.
for sure.
So that's
I
what I
mean,
shoot.
mine's a little rough around the edges.
I'm
I have.
excited for us to like whack something.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm like, this is my year. I'm telling you, this is my year to get an elk with my bow. So, but I need to get out there. I need to
It
start
is.
practicing. It's like 4 weeks away. Was it 26 days away? I really need to practice. It's been a minute. I need to go out
Yeah,
there
my
and
archery deer hunt starts on Saturday.
have you been shooting your bow?
So I'm excited. Yeah, it just we where I used to be able to shoot really long distance, not that I need to be shooting really long distance, I can no longer shoot there. So I've been shooting and it's been good. And yeah.
It's good.
So
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I shoot. I think it's always helpful to know what everyone's shooting so that people can see the different variety. And I think that's the biggest thing too, is just like finding whatever they're comfortable with like obviously getting the draw weight
Right.
to where they need to be legal, and then making sure that you can keep in mind getting the draw length at a
Right.
comfortable place too.
Right. Totally.
And then
Yeah.
making sure that it's not extra heavy to be packing around, because some bows, I mean,
Yeah.
they're getting
Summer.
better and
Well,
better as time goes
David
on.
had
So that's
David had a PSE. What was it, babe? It was so heavy.
was it.
Oh, it was your bear that was heavy? Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, he said his bear was too heavy.
Mhm.
Yeah, his was really heavy, and then he went to the PSE.
Like
But it
10
was
pounds.
huh? It was heavy. I don't know how much it
Oh, you
weighed.
said it was like 10 pounds.
I think that's what he said, but I don't know. We didn't actually weigh it, but it was significantly heavier
Yeah.
than mine and the PSE bow that he had. But the PSE bow was just too long. He's not archery hunting this year. Just me.
It's all you, baby.
I know. I'm really
I know.
excited because we've been given this a lot.
Yeah.
What?
It's your turn. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
This year hunting, it's going to be me archery hunting, and Cooper's going to try with his recurve.
Oh my god, such a badass.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so cool.
I know. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to be really picky this year, he says, but we'll see because he's got dedicated hunter. Another question that gets asked a lot is like, what are you actually eating out there?
See,
What are you
I like
packing
this
for your
question.
hunts?
See, I love healthy foods. You know what I'm saying? I love being as healthy as
Yeah.
possible, but when I'm out there, I don't care. Okay. I will straight up go to Town Pump and we will buy the pre-made sandwiches there just to like have food to eat. We are not picky when it comes to being out there. I just want a sandwich. I love chomps, string cheese, some chocolate bars, like we'll come out with candy, you know. We're like really fruit. I always have like cherries or grapes or apples, a sandwich, and like small foods like those little chomps I showed you. Ritz crackers, granola bars, those like Nature Valley granola bars. But yeah, it never changes off of that. It's pretty much always.
The Nature Valley ones, like the green ones that crumble.
Yep. Oh my God, they hit the spot too. They're so good. They're so good.
Oh,
And
those
then
make me think of high school.
we'll throw in a pre-made protein. We always stop at the gas station. And again, I only day hunt. Like I'm not going camping typically because I live in it, which is awesome. So I don't have to drive far to hunt. So I pack food for day hunts. I'm not packing out, anything to last me more than a day. Yeah, I always do have we have backup like oatmeal in there, like the packets of oatmeal, and then David always has his jet boil, so that sometimes too is a little treat. But it's pretty much a stop at Town Pump. Like, what does Town Pump have for sandwiches, and then little snacks from there. What about you?
That makes it fun.
Yeah,
It's like hunting snacks, I always love a good hunting snack. We're the same. I always love like stopping at a good gas station is always fun. But I try and keep I have a big Ziploc baggie that it's basically like my food bag that I always just keep in there, kind of stocked with, like you
right.
said,
Like
granola
my
bars, dried fruit, protein bars, and then I also have I usually always keep a couple of these in because we talked about how we're willing to just like always pack. Like I don't feel like I'm overpacked, but I'm just prepared
Yeah,
and it's come in handy more than once. And
right.
that's like keeping a few of these Heather's Choices dehydrated meals in there.
Yeah,
I like having these on because sometimes you stay out there way longer than you expect and like
right.
you're starving.
Yeah,
And so I do like these because they're filling, they're delicious, and we talked about how we like to eat healthy. These just like feel good too on the stomach.
yeah.
So those are
Um,
always staying in there. But yeah, I'm the same way. And we're always like, if we're going to be day hunting and we know we might like hit one spot, come back to the side by side and go hit another spot, then a lot of times we'll keep a lot of sandwich stuff in the side by side and it's fun to sit on the tailgate and make a
right.
sandwich and just hang out.
Right. Yeah. Another one though is that is good that we'll bring out there too, like depending on the day. And if we're there for like all day into the evening and doing an evening hunt as well, those like minute rices, those pouches of like, what are they called? Uncle Ben's like
Yeah.
minute rices. Those are light. And
Yeah.
then the pouches of like soup, like a tomato soup, chicken noodle soup.
Mm.
And then we'll just heat those up in the jet boil as like a little stew, but they're light weight and they're delicious. I haven't had a
I love that. And it's
dehydrated.
budget friendly. It's not like this
Right.
expensive dehydrated
No.
meal.
No, cheap is the way to go and it has to like sit in the stomach well. Every time I have every dehydrated meal I have personally had, I haven't been a fan of. Maybe I'm just not doing it right,
Mhm.
but it's either crunchy or it's just like it messes with my stomach. I'm a sensitive stomach person,
Yeah.
so I'll bring that
Right.
out.
That's why I mentioned the Heather's Choice
Right.
because those are the only ones that do well
Don't
with
upset.
me.
I know you struggle with the gut stuff too.
Mhm.
Also like if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do sourdough bread because me and my sourdough bread, but
Yeah.
I just posted something on TikTok about having sourdough bread and like the venison summer sausage. It's like an in the mountains charcuterie board, and that one did pretty well. But like, I also
Oh.
love having that out there as those like sliced up deer sausage, like the jalapeno cheddar and like a
Oh
loaf
my
of
gosh.
bread. You can't go wrong with that either. That's good for like
Yeah.
quick
No
little
way.
picnic. Yeah. But yeah.
Yes. I think those are great suggestions, and it keeps it fun and fresh and not just like your regular dehydrated stuff. I think to kind of like finish this up, I have a few more questions about just gear, like overrated stuff, some wild card things that you pack with. We've talked about a few of them, but is there anything that you've bought that you haven't used or like you just were like,
Gosh, that's a good question. Oh gosh. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't
that's
really have
good.
an answer to that question because I mean, David buys everything and tries it. He's the one that's playing with it and then
He's the guinea
tests
pig.
it out. Yeah, and then everything that like he's like, I love this, and then I'll just take his recommendations. So no, I haven't gone off and bought myself anything where I'm like, I didn't need that. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, honestly, like he does get a lot of stuff sent to him, so yeah, I can't answer that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
you get
can't
it.
answer that
No,
question.
you're good. I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking that too because I feel like there's been stuff in the past where I've been like, I don't really use this, you know?
Yeah,
Like, kind of like how I mentioned the merino wool pants. Like, I like the concept of them, but I don't like to wear them because they don't fit
right.
comfortably, kind of
Yeah,
a
that's
thing.
a good one. I mean, under layers too. Like, I mean, having the setup with the polyester and then the heavyweight hoodies and the puffers, like you're warm and enough. Like, I don't
Mhm,
need to go and spend a bunch of money on wool layers,
mhm.
you know?
Yeah. We did for I think it was like a backcountry trip, not necessarily a hunting trip, because I was asking Cody this, and he's like, "We bought those cooling towels, you know how you're, like, supposed to get them wet and then they're supposed to, like, cool you down?"
Oh, yeah.
We bought those, and that was his big, like, "Not freaking worth it." Like,
Oh,
what a
really?
gimmick.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
because he
Okay.
was like, "It worked for a couple minutes, but then it was like, it didn't last long enough."
Got it.
When you're out in the backcountry to, like, continuously be adding water to something, that's not the way you wanna use your water.
Right. Unless you
Yeah.
dump it in a river, have access to a water source, I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Right, I know. I was just curious because it is I think it's always good to hear when people are like, "Yeah, don't even waste your time or money on something," but I was
Well, yeah.
curious.
I mean, it's also personal preference too. Like some people like they need to spend however much money on a pair of binos when the Vortex ones work just fine. Or, I like my stealth ones.
Yeah.
Again, like I love stealth and they gave them to me. So I use them, but you know,
Yeah.
it's all personal preference.
That was going to be my next question is what do you feel like is well worth investing in?
Oh, that's a good question. So definitely the shoes,
Mhm.
pants, and a backpack. I think are probably
Totally.
my three things that I would be what I that I would say are worth it, because everything else is like, I mean, you can find a polyester shirt or a fleece or a puffer anywhere and they'll all work the same. So
Mhm.
shoes, boots, pants, and a backpack for sure.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. Those would be mine as well. Is there anything that might surprise people that you pack? I think we probably saw it.
My book.
Your book.
Is that what you're
And
talking
also
about?
yeah, well, that surprise honestly, it should have been because it surprised me. So yeah, you're right.
What
So I was
were
like,
you
"Oh, you have a whole
thinking?
ass book in there."
Oh yeah. Oh, I
I
mean, I
was
guess
gonna
because I
say
don't I don't have a Kindle, which I should have. I'll get one day, but I don't have a Kindle right now, so I'll carry. Last year I carried like Throne of Glass books in there. Okay, those like big honking
Yeah,
books
those
are
are
like,
thick.
yeah, I'll do it. It's worth
I
it.
know. That's
But what
funny.
what did you
And
think I
also
was gonna
your
say?
the fact that you have designated lip liner and lip gloss.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. I've learned, and I just
But I
bought
honestly, it's smart.
white, and I just bought off.
It's
I was in
smart. I
TikTok.
love it.
TikTok shop has these like really nice velvet lipsticks. They're so cheap. They're like $9, $6 maybe. I'd be lying to you, but it was just a couple bucks. And I bought this one and I found this like perfect pink, and I'm very particular about my color on my
Mhm.
lips. And I
Mhm.
carried it out there because I wanted to have it out there. It wasn't my typical lip liner and lipstick that I had in my bino harness. I wanted to bring that specific one, and I freaking lost it. I'm like, this is why I have designated ones, because now I'm pissed that I lost my
Yep.
favorite lipstick out there. So yeah, my own
Smart. If it
designated
makes you
lip liner.
happy, then do it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
honestly think that's smart. Designated.
Right.
I think we hit on everything when it comes to gear and like the essentials. Do you feel like we missed anything?
My gosh, I wanted to talk about
What?
this. I don't have it out. But last year at the Hunt Expo in Utah, I got like a
Mhm.
cow elk camouflage. It's like a screen.
Oh, uh-huh. Like
Cow
a
elk.
decoy.
He heard me. So he's going to go get it. So I last year at the Hunt Expo, we were shopping around and I wanted to like find something. You asked something for myself that I bought, I guess, but this isn't something I
Mhm.
regret because I'm so stoked to use it. It's like a screen, thin screen, super lightweight, and it like folds up into a circle. And it's a cow elk decoy, and the ears flop
Okay, yep.
and everything, but it's so lightweight that we can carry it in our pack. Let me see. Whoa, Jesus!
Nicole.
But like, look at that. And then you put it through your
Yeah,
bow.
and then you attach it to your bow. Yeah?
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm
Have
so excited. And the ears flop. So David said while we're out there, he'll use the camouflage and he'll like be flicking the ears and stuff while we're bugling. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm really excited.
The
Even the
eyes look good
eyes,
and
like,
beady too.
I know they're like
Yeah.
3D. They're sticking out there. They look really, really, really
Okay,
realistic.
cool. I was like, they're so
But
real. They're
I know.
3D.
And
Got
like,
it.
like last year I messed up I had a bull elk. He was like 30 yards away. I was in the perfect spot. And that was my first year archery elk hunting. Okay. Like that was my first experience ever. And I messed it up with a cow elk call. And he didn't see anything. And it was towards the end of the season. But I'm like, if I had a decoy and I could just like, I wouldn't have fucked that hunt up, but I did. So I'm really excited about this. They have a
That's
bunch of
awesome.
different
So
ones,
this
like
will be your
clear
first year
ones.
taking it out?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been holding on to this since Utah, and I'm like so stoked to take it out and use that. So that
Love
was
it.
one of the things, yeah, that I missed on my
That's a great
list.
suggestion.
Yeah, and they have
Yay.
a bunch of them, like turkey, deer, bull elk, a bunch of different
Mhm.
kinds. But yeah,
Yeah.
super excited. Hopefully, I
Nice.
can get
That's
a
cool. I'm
goal.
excited to see you use it.
I know. I'm hoping that thing gets me within like 10, 15 yards. I'm
Oh,
hopeful.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you, Nicole, so that they can keep posted on this hunt and how it goes?
You can find me on TikTok. It's Nicole Martinez with two R's in Martinez. So Nicole Martinez with two R's. And then on Instagram, Nicole Marie Martinez.
Okay.
Yep. That's where I'm
Yay.
at.
I
Yeah.
we I look forward to seeing you guys make the coolest videos and always have the coolest content coming out. I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see you smack an elk,
I
pack
know.
one out, get that backpack bloody, let David get his bloody finally,
Yep.
pop that cherry.
Yep. Exactly. I know. Yeah, I can't wait. I know.
Uh,
And then your hunt's coming up. I can't wait to see them too.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited to get out. It'll be fun this year being up in like the aspens and the pines to be running around. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice, Brett.
Go deer hunt. Do you have any other exciting adventures or things to look out for people to come follow along?
Well, that's it for right now. That's the focus is an elk hunt. I'm hopefully I'm successful. Um, David's got a lot going on this year guiding, so I think our season's kind of whittled down to archery elk for me, and then deer season more in November with the kids. So that's our that's on
That'll
our
be fun
agenda
with the
this year. Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, our son's really excited. He's gotten really comfortable with a rifle, and he's a really good shot. So last year was his first year hunting, and he did get a little like a baby buck. But this year he's like amped on getting an actual buck, and he wants to mount
Yeah.
it. So yeah,
Whitetail or mule deer? He can hunt either
well,
or. Is that
yeah.
what it
I
is?
mean, there's more mule deer around here. Hopefully, and I'm going to be taking him out, just me, while David's gone in Alaska too. So we'll just go out. I mean, I can do a deer with
Aw.
him. I'm gonna
Oh.
go. I know. I'm gonna go elk hunting just to scout because the opener happens on September 6th, and David isn't back till later in September, like mid September. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go out there. I'll take little David with me, and if we see deer, I can we can shoot a deer.
Hell yes.
But yeah, I'm not gonna elk hunt
Oh my
without
gosh,
David
that makes
though.
me so excited.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
That's I was thinking another episode would be really cool is doing kind of little gear recommendations for kids and
Oh,
like
that's a
what's
good
in their
one.
packs would
Oh
be
yeah, for
fun.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get your input, especially after you take David out.
Yeah, and his favorites.
It's good to see their favorites and what they like. It was really refreshing to get your input on stuff instead of me just sitting here rambling about like the same shit I feel like I'm always talking about. And I wanted to get different inputs and opinions in gear because I do think it's so important that people find what works for them. So I
Thank
appreciate
you
you
so
taking the
much for
time to
having
show that.
me. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I was so excited to do this with you.
Thanks, Coley.